So fine, let me share my screen. You people able to see my screen, right? So fine. So in the previous sessions, we have completed the Bootstrap overview. So what are the common classes that are involved in the Bootstrap and the things layout architecture? These all things we have learned. So let's try to do today the real time. So how we will be using this Bootstrap while developing the real time applications. Let's try to see. So right today we will try to design the same thing. So how the Twitter homepage will look like. So we will not do the entire thing. So we'll try to see the layouts, how this one will be in the mobile. So like this, and if while going on, so how these are converted into, this one is taking so much of time. Yeah, so how these are converted into this home thing, and these are left section. So how these are going away. So these are all things, let's try to learn it today. Now here, so first what I will try to do is, so now let's create a project. So here I am creating a new folder, Twitter -css, just the basic thing. Let's try to open. Now in this one, what I will try to do is, so let's open this one in the Visual Studio Code. Open this one in the Visual Studio Code. So I am initializing the project in PM init. It will initialize the project. So let's take the default thing, whatever the default thing it has. Now I will install the Bootstrap in my system. In the project, in the project I am installing the Bootstrap. So we got the Bootstrap, everything got set up. And now, so this one is different thing. Yeah. So this is our project. Now we got the Bootstrap installed in our system. So we have the Bootstrap. So we have the Bootstrap setup files and all those things are there. Now it's time for us to develop the layout. So I am taking something like main.html. So whatever the file name it will be. So let's take it, and I am creating another file, something like main.css. So to add any additional CSS, I am creating the CSS file. Now let's add the code snippet. So this is the code snippet, and here I am adding the link, node modules. So I am adding the Bootstrap reference link. So Bootstrap dist CSS, and I am trying to go to bootstrap.min.css. So I have added the Bootstrap link. So now let's try to do something like, I'm just trying to check the output. So everything fine, right? So now let's try to start the project. Now this is our Twitter homepage. Now this is our page which we are trying to develop it. Now we have this one. So as I already told you, right? So the approach will be always you should follow the mobile first approach. Let's go close this one. Okay, this one also. Let's open this one. So let's try to do the same thing. Mobile first. Let's try to do the mobile first approach. Now what I will try to do is, let's go to this mobile. So as short as it may be. Yeah. So now this is the mobile approach. Now we want this, we want to do this Twitter same thing, the mobile approach, this one. So first let's try to design this navigation. So here we are having a navigation, right? So we are having some of the icons, so placed vertically. So let's try to design it. Now first, before doing this one, we need to understand the layout. So we understood that this is 100% width layout. So now what I can do, so let's try to take it 100% width layout, right? So let's try to take it as container fluid. I'm taking it as container fluid. Now for container fluid, I am having a row. So inside this row, so now this is an entire row, and inside this row we are having two columns. So one column is for navigation and another column is total tweets is there. Now one column is something around let's say that one out of 12 it's taking one part. So remaining 11 parts it is taking for the tweets. So okay, fine, let's try to do div class is equal to call-1. So this is for navigation, and I'm having another one, div class is equal to call hyphen 11. Okay, total is 12, so I have divided it is 1 and 11. So now let's try to, here is the left side navigation, so I will take something like left underscore nav section. So I will create some one div, and here we need to add the icons. So here we need to add these icons. For adding these icons, so let's say that we will take some icons from the internet. So we have a library that Font Awesome. We have one library with name Font Awesome. So this Font Awesome library provides us so most of the icons. So most of the icons that we are using in the internet. So it will try. It will give us. It will give you the icons. Most of the icons. So if you want to purchase it, means it will, you can purchase it, the Font Awesome, or otherwise we can use it for free. Most of the icons will be available in the free section. So these are all the icons. So let's try to import this one. Okay, so I am using cdn.js. Let's go to cdn.js. Instead of downloading these all the things, so just I will try to take this one directly, Font Awesome. So this is the Font Awesome, right? So here 6.1.1 we are able to see it. Let's try to open this one. Yeah, and I want this all.css. So this CSS, instead of downloading this CSS from the website, I am taking this directly from them. So now I can use this Font Awesome. So I have pasted this Font Awesome at the top. Now fine, we got the Font Awesome. Now let's try to see it. I want, first icon is, I want Twitter icon, right? So I want this Twitter icon. So here you can search for this icon. So Twitter. Now press it, enter. So here you are able to see all the types of icons with the name Twitter. So box is there. So here is there. These all things are there. So now here you press for free. So we want only free, right? So press the free. So these 4 are free only. So now let's try to take the first one. First one is somewhat suitable. Okay, let's try to take. So we can close one. So let's try to take this one. So now what he is trying to do. So we are using the HTML. We are not using React or Vue.js. So we are using this HTML, and we can copy this one directly. And we can paste it here. Where is this one gone? Main.html, right? So here, so in this left navigation, so first what I will try to do is, so here I will try to paste it, and here. So this is the first Twitter icon. Now let's try to see the output. I try to see the output. So we are able to get successfully this icon. So now let's try to go to this mobile thing. So now here we are having so Twitter icon, so which is a little bit bigger. So what I can do is I can use something like fs-3, so which is present in the Bootstrap. So okay, fine. So it is somewhat bigger. So if you want, you can add some margin, mt-3. So it got down. Now it should be something around bluish color. Let's try to use this text-primary. So this is somewhat near to that one, right? So we got this color. Fine, right? So somewhat okay. So now what I want is these all icons also I want. So here we can find it here. So this home icon is there, right? So let's try to copy here and paste it down, and let's try to go here. So this one, home icon. So let's try search for home icon. So here I am able to see this icon. So this one is somewhat similar. So here I can save it here. Okay, so this one is done. Let's try to see the output. Yeah, we got the icon. Search bell. So these all things are there. So let's try to take it. So if you search here, you will be able to find it. So I know, as I already know the names, fa-bell. Oh, sorry, search. fa-search. So you can find different types of things. fa-bell. So I am taking. And another one is envelope. Okay. Envelope. So these are all names available. So if you want to type me, so here this one is there, right? So you can go and you can search with a name. So message. Let's say that we are able to understand that it is a message. Okay, now here, so here you will be able to see envelope. Okay, so the most suitable thing, for example, if you want something like this, means square envelope, means we can see which are available freely, we need to use it. One thing, so we have this one, so available thing, you can envelope open is there, envelope open text is there, these all the things are there. So I searched for message and I got this envelope thing. So as I already know, so that is the reason I am using directly. Bell means, so you can search it here, notification, bell, whatever the name you remember. So by seeing that icon, so whichever you may able to get it, so you can type here, it will give you that one. So bell, you are able to see it. So these are all the icons which are related to bell or something, whichever is suitable for you, you can see it. Or otherwise, if you want to see all the icons that are supported, means you can see all the icons, you will be able to see these are all the list of icons. So many icons will be there. So up to 11. So 3 is you can able to see all the things. By category wise also you'll be able to see here. By automotive. So if you want to see about the automotive, only the automotive related thing you will be able to see. For example, if you want to see shopping, so shopping you will be able to see. Okay, like this you'll be so light. So these all types of colors will be the dual tone, regular. So if you try to see, if I want to see only the brands means, so here let's try to remove this shopping, automotive. Okay, and now what I can say, so these all things. So if you can see here, you will be able to see all the icons. So somewhat these are the icons. How you want to search means we can search it like this. Now let's try to go to our thing. We have designed our icons. Still more icons are there. So this one is, what is this one? Bookmark. Okay, bookmark, and this one is list user. Okay, let's try to add those things also. So first one is bookmark. So we'll try to check with bookmark. I think it is existing. It will be existing most of the time. Let's try to see list. Okay, and last one is the user profile link. User. Okay, now let's try to see the output. Now if I try to see the, oh, so not this one. So we are able to get somewhat what I can say, the icons we are able to get it. Now what I want is, so these are having some margin. So these are having somewhat margin here. Let's try to add the margin. Margin top. So here we are having this Twitter, and here I can use something like my-2. Let's try to see how it will appear. I don't know. I will copy these all the things. So I have copied. So I am applying vertically. So both top and bottom I am applying. Now we got somewhat gap, but still it is having. So we need to have. So let's try to make it as my-3. So let's try to do it. First time only we need to do it, but I want to show you the icons, right? So for that reason, so somewhat it is better. Let's try to draw the vertical line here. Okay, so if I try to draw this vertical line, for which one I can draw, so for this thing I can draw. So here I can use something like border hyphen right side I need to draw it, right? So I can draw border hyphen right. If you try to see, we are not able to see border hyphen right, sorry, border hyphen right will not, border hyphen end it will be. Okay, we are able to see one line here. What is happening here? So it is having something around call 1 is not sufficient, I think. So call 2, let's try to make it as call 2. So yeah, fine, call 2 is fine. Now we have designed these icons, and these icons should be somewhat around center, vertically center it is there. So horizontally center is there. We know that horizontal center, so we can use this justify content center. So we can use this horizontal center, this one. Let's try to see whether we are getting. Oh, this one, why this one? Okay, only call 2 is there, right? Call 2 is there and call 11 is there. Okay, sorry, I want to use it for this one. So let's try to keep it like that. And here, so we are having this one. Okay, so now what I want is, let's try to keep it like this only. Now here this left section is completed, and we want another thing is, let's try to see the output. So at the bottom we are able to see one profile icon. So these all icons are there, and at the bottom it is there, one icon is there. So let's try to do that icon. In this left section only, I will be having something around profile icon. Okay, profile icon I will try to make it, and here I will try to use some HTTPS. So we'll be having some placekitten.com, so one website which will be providing for us whatever the width and height if you provide, so it will provide you. So for example, let's try to show you. So these are all for what I can say, for development purpose we can use these all things. So I want these all dummy images, I can't download it, so I can use this place kitten. So image, so anything, so many websites are there. So when you use this URL and provide the width and height for that one, it will give you some image, one cat image it will try to give you, so that we can use those things instead of downloading all the types of icons, all the types of images, big images, small images, these all things instead of downloading. So we can use this one. So now I am using 30 by 30. I want some 30 by 30. Let's try to see the output here. So we are able to get one icon thing. So let's try to make it as 20 by 20. Okay, so this is the icon we are getting, but it should be at the bottom. So what I can do is, So one thing what I can do is here. So here what I can do is, so for the left nav section, so I can keep it as position hyphen sticky. Okay. Now why I am keeping position hyphen sticky is, so here if I try to scroll it, only the tweets are scrolling, but here this one is remaining fixed thing. So because of that reason I am using this one. So now what I can do it here, so we've maintained this one as position hyphen sticky. Now what I want is this profile icon is there, right? So this profile icon I will try to maintain this one as position hyphen absolute. Position hyphen absolute. Okay. So let's try to see what could be the output. So here this is the output. Let's try to go to the CSS, and for these type of small things, let's try to use it. I want to use something around bottom. From bottom it should be 0 pixel. See the output. So from bottom 0 pixel it is not coming. So why it is not coming? Let's try to see the output. So here we are having, otherwise let's try to make this one, and I will try to show you here. And let's see, take this mobile thing XR or somewhere. So now we will be having, I will be taking 100% or something around 125%. Okay. Now here we are having this left nav section and this call to. So we are having this position hyphen sticky. We are maintaining this position hyphen sticky we are having, right? So now let's try to use this another thing, something like display. So we will use this display flex, and I want this one as flexed direction. So column, I need to maintain it as column. Okay. And if I try to maintain it as column, let's try to see this one, 75%. Okay. Now what I did here, so we are having this one. So let's try to make it as height 100 VH. Okay. So I am making, oh, not this height. So here this entire height is, somebody is talking. Yeah, tell me, somebody is talking something. Hello. So fine. So border hyphen end we have used. So now we have used this flex column, this one 100 VH we have used it. Okay. So now we are having this position absolute, and we need to use this one bottom. We need to have something around 0 pixel. So this one is completely, I will try to make this iPhone SE or something. Yeah. So this one is completely at the bottom. So what I want to do is I will make it as 10 pixel. Somewhat at the top it will be, or otherwise 20 pixel we can make it. Okay. So this is the thing what we need to do it. So what I have did right now in the left nav section, so I am taking it as a display flex. So we already know that if we take the display flex for this left nav section, this entire display flex for this left nav section, the children's will be horizontally aligned. So now I can use this display flex. We have a class in the Bootstrap d-flex, and what I want is automatically if I try to apply display flex, all will be inline elements. So inline, it will try to make it as inline elements, but I want this one to be in the flex hyphen column. So column layout it should be. And another one is what I am trying to apply. So the height should be left nav section, the height should be 100 VH. That means it should take the height of this viewport. So it should be at the up to the bottom, right? So up to the bottom. So we are having up to the height VH. Now another thing what I am trying to take is, so this one is we are having this position absolute, right? So profile icon for this one, position absolute. For this, oh sorry, I am applying for this one, right? So here in this left nav section, left underscore nav underscore section. So in this left nav section, I will apply for this one total height of 100 VH. Okay. Now what I want is this one should be appeared at the bottom. So now here I have applied this profile icon bottom 0 pixels. So then why it is not applying? So class is equal to profile underscore icon. So I have applied it here, right? And for this one also I have applied it here. Why it is not coming? Okay, I didn't add the link for this one. See, this time these the things happen sometimes. So main.css, I need to add the link here. So fine. So we are able to get the output. Now I want bit little bit top, right? So what I can do here, bottom 20 pixel. Let's try to make it as bottom 20 pixel. Now if you try to see the output of this one, so let's make this one as also mobile. Yeah, if you try to see this one, so these are somewhat centrally aligned, right? Let's try to make this one also centrally aligned. So we know that centrally aligned we can use for this left navigation. So we can use align item center. Okay, so these are somewhat centrally aligned, and we are having, and maybe this could be having. Okay, so these are having some gap, I think. Otherwise, we'll keep it like this. So these are the things we are having. So we have designed somewhat. If you want to, you can also increase the size of this one. For example, let's say that fs-3. Let's try to make it. So this is somewhat bigger. So let's try to make it bigger. These icons are also bigger, right? Yeah, these icons are also bigger. If you want, you can use fs-3. Okay. So these all comes under the designing thing. So, but first you need to understand the layout structure. So how I am trying to do this layout structure. I made it somewhat. So somewhat bigger these are. Now if you want, if you try to see here at the bottom, we are able to see the profile, and the profile link is in the border radius curvy, right? If you want to use this one, you can use something around border radius 50%, you can use it. Okay, so then it will be in the circle. So if you want to, you can also place something around 50 by 50. Let's try to see it. Okay, so a little bit bigger it is there. So let's try to add 50 by 50. I will try to add it so that it is somewhat bigger, and I will try to add class is equal to responsive for adding this responsive. So we can use this one, and if I try to see, so it is like this, and if I try to apply border radius of 50%. Okay, so it is like this. So we can use this one. So very much big. So now let's make it as 40 by 40. It's very much big. So let's leave it this one. So we have designed somewhat about this all the thing. Now let's go to this tweets thing. So somewhat we have designed it. So a little bit of tweaks are required, but we will go to the next one. So now in this one we are having at the top home, and we are having something like at the go top, and we are having one text box. So left side we are having what I can say profile image is there, and we are having the tweets. Let's try to do the basic thing here. Now what I will try to do is, we are having this call-11, right? And here I am using this how much call-2. So I'm using call-2 means I need to use call-10 here, not 11. Now if I try to see the output, so fine, so it's nothing is there. So now let's okay. Now here what I will try to do is, let's try to take one row, and here I will be taking 2 calls. So 2 calls I am taking. So for which one I am taking is for designing this home and the star icon, some icon is there, right? So let's try to design this one. So here what I will try to write is, inside this one I will take one strong, so equally distributed, this one equally distributed, and here I am using home. Let's try to make it as fs-4. Okay, fs-4, and what I will try to do is, so call, and here I can use whatever icon. So I cannot, that is a customized icon, right? So I can use something like bell or something like this. So those things we cannot find it. We need to design it by the designer. Let's try to use the bell icon or something, whatever the icon. So let's try to use this bell icon, and here we are having some customized icon. Let's try to maintain this one. We need to know the alignments first. So now here we have a home and this one. So this bell icon should be right aligned. So what I can do here, so for this one I can use something like text-end. I can use this text-end. So it is right aligned. Now these two things should be center aligned. So vertically it should be center. So what I can do here, for this row I can use something align-items-center. So we have seen it, right? Vertical alignment. So this is vertically aligned. Now if we see somewhat gap is there. So margin top, it is having some margin top. Now what I will try to do is, I can apply here empty-3. So somewhat margin top I am applying. Yeah, a little bit down came. Yeah, it's fine. Now let's try to design the text box. Now let's go to this text box. So this first part is completed, and the next comes the second part. So take another row. So call now here we are, what is the thing we are having? So one profile pic is there and also one text box is there. Okay, I don't want to go too deep into the design of this one, so the alignments will try to stick. So one text box is one, what I can say, this one profile pic is there and one text box is there. Let's try to design this one. So side by side these are there. So let's try to take something around I will try to do I will try to write one row. Okay, I took one row, and in this row let's try to take one call icon 2. Okay, so I will be taking one image tag, profile image, right? Image src is equal to the same thing. So we will be using this placeholder, place kitten is there, right? So place kitten to have some dummy image, 50 by 50. Let's take it as 50 by 50, and I will use class is equal to img-fluid. So in the call mod 2 it is there. Now what I will try to do, call icon 10, remaining call icon 10. So we will place this text box, text area, sorry. So we'll be having multiple, right? We'll try to place this text area, and we know that for text area we will be giving this form control. Let's try to see the output. So somewhat it's better. So let's try to maintain in this one only, and try to move it little bit downward. So what I can do is I can use empty-4 to move it little bit down. Yeah, fine. Now the third part comes is the here. So let's leave these all things, icons and all those things. Here we'll try to do this tweet. So here also the same thing happens. That is nothing but we are having a tweet, right? So one tweet. Let's try to design one tweet. For one tweet, one profile pic is there, and the title is there, and here description is there. 1 second. So just I will be back in 1 minute. 1 second. Yeah, sorry guys. So we are doing the tweet thing, right? So now 1 second. Now here the profile pic is there, right? So let's try to design it. Here this one is also completed, the tweet thing. So if you want to do some modification is in this tweet, we can do it. So let's try to go another layout, another row. So I am keeping one row again. Okay, in this one I will be having call 12. Let's assume that we are having a call 12. That means total row I am taking, and I will design one tweet. Okay, let's take it as tweet. So this is the tweet, one tweet, specific tweet. If I try to show the output for this one, I will try to show you the output. So if I write something here, so you will be able to see here. Okay, I'll try to do it. Now here what I want is, so it need to be something like here. So 2 rows should be there. So sorry, 2 columns should be there. So row, and I can divide something like call mod 2 1. So this is for profile pic, and what I can use is img src is equal to, so here I can use https something like that, same thing, placekitten.com slash again, so let's take it as 40 by 40. Okay, so class is image fluid, img fluid. So okay, img fluid. So let's take this img fluid. Now what I will try to do is, so here I am taking another one is call icon 10. So I am taking call icon 10. Let's try to see the output. So here we are able to get it. One, we can move it little bit down. So empty-5, the largest available space. So yeah, okay, fine, it's better. So now here I need to write some text. So for this text, what I will try to do is, the thing what we is having, first one is the name of this guy, and at the rate, so this one is something that the profile, what I can say, the Twitter ID of that guy. So let's take it in this call 10. I will take one div, and here I will do the strong. So why? Because the name of that guy is very strong. So I am taking this Leela, or otherwise Leela Narasimha, my name I will be taking. And another one is at the side only we will be having, right? I can take the span, my ID. So I will take my ID. Okay, let's try to see the output, how it will look like. If I try to see this output, so somewhat fine, but these both are coming one by one down, right? So because of this, what I can say, so bigger size, so that's why they have given dot dot dot. So let's try to make it as smaller only for us also, instead of keeping dot dot dot. These are comes under the backend. Okay, so somewhat it is better. If you want means you can keep Leela. I can remove these all things, dot dot dot, we can keep it, and here also you can keep dot dot dot. So these all comes under backend thing, so to in order to rectify. Now here one big tweet is there. So for that big tweet, what I can do here, I can take one p tag, and here I can use this lorem ipsum or something like this. I will take some of this content only. Let's try to see the output. So here we are able to see the text content. Okay, at the below we are having some image. Okay, I will not design this whole image, something with the caption and all those things. So let's try to make one. Let's try to keep one image. So div img src is equal to, and I will try to make it as class is equal to img fluid. I will try to make it as img fluid. So responsive. So I will take something https placekitten.com slash, I will take something around 600 by 300 or something like this. Somewhat very big image I will be taking. So now if we try to see, here we are able to get one image. So this is somewhat basic thing what we have did it. And now let's try to design it at the bottom, another one. So here I will be adding what I can say is, so this total tweet, right? Let's try to replicate this tweet. So let's try to place it one by one tweet at the bottom. We have designed somewhat this layout. Okay, so now this one is not this one is all completely going, right? Why it is going? So here we have maintained this one as position sticky. Okay, so we have maintained this one as position sticky. Here is this one, profile icon. No, so it should be top 0 pixel. So let's try to see the output. Yeah, so now this one is stick to this position, and here we are able to scroll it. So the basic thing. So first what we need to do is we need to know the layout. So these are all designing things and all those things. So second time of iteration we can do it. So first we need to design this what I can say, the first type of layout design. So in all the mobile, how it will be looking. So 30 by 30, let's try to keep it. Yeah, we'll try to keep it like this, 30 by 30. This one is coming out of the thing. Where is this one? Let's keep it like that. Now first iteration is completed, that we have did for this, what I can say, for this mobile version. If you try to see the CSS, what we have written is the minimum CSS only, but we have completed this mobile thing. Now let's try to see about the what I can say is, so let's try to remove this one and also this one. So how this one will appear in this mobile thing, we have checked it. Okay, fine. Now let's try to go little bit what I can say, try to take this out of this one. Okay, so up to what I can say, 570, 590 also it is like this only. Okay, 600, 636, 682 also it is fine, container fluid only. So 716, 735, okay, 735, 788, 794, 880, 800, up to 800. Okay, so this one we are getting gap. So now here we are getting somewhat gap. Okay, so now let's try to do this one. So here in this one, now if we will, now let's try to do our concept. So here if we try to do, so it is fine, it is looking fine, it is looking fine. So these are moving at that side is there. So let's try to move it right side. So here, so this one is there, right? Align hyphen items end. Let's try to make it as end. Let's try to give some margin for this one. So here what I can do is, which one it is there? Is there only, right? Not this one, left nav section. Where is this left intersection? Yeah, call to this one. So here we are having flex column and all those things. What I want to apply for this one, align hyphen items hyphen end. I can use this align hyphen items hyphen end. Let's try to see the output, how it will look like. I will try to give this border end to this call to, so that this call to has some heading. So now if you try to see, this one is looking somewhat better. Now if I try to go, so it's fine here. And if I come little bit of like this, and here if I try to see, so these are center line. So let's try to see it. We can also make it center line, not a problem. So they are having some margin actually. If you try to see, now here they are getting the gap, so we can give some margin for this one. Now see, let's see. So they're having some gap right here. Let's try to go a little bit. So where they are having, this break end. Okay, so here they are having this break end. Now let's try to have it here. So when we go up to here break end, so a new one has been introduced here. Okay, if we try to observe, a new one has been introduced. So that is nothing but what I can say. So we need to design this one. So let's try to design it. So when it is coming, so let's try to see it, something around 1000 or something like this. So that is nothing but LG screen. So here I can use something like if we try to go into our thing, so this one in the LG screen, so there is no need of like this, so we can make it as 1. So take it as 1. And if I try to see here, let's try to refresh it. It is not taking LG. Okay, LG is how much you are having here. LG means 992. You will be having around 992 or more. We'll try to take it. Try to see it. So call -2, call -LG-1. So we are having one thing, and here call -10. So here I will try to add call -LG. So 768 LG-. So I can use this. 1 is there, right? 8, 9. So 7. Let's try to take it as call -LG-7. And last one is let's try to design this last one. It is nothing but call LG-4. Let's try to design it and we'll see. Div class is equal to call LG- remaining 4 will be there. So here this is our, what I can say, div right section. Right section we need to define it. So in the mobile it should go away. So first we'll try to see it. So if I try to see the LG section where it is 992 and above, right? Here we are getting 992 and above. So let's try to maintain this one. So here, so we need to get, so this section. Okay, so it should be like this only, or otherwise if you want you can maintain it. So this right section we need to design it. So here, the first one, what it is there, search Twitter. Okay, so let's try to design it here. So I am having here, first one is search Twitter, right? It is something like input type is equal to text. So class is equal to form control and placeholder. Placeholder is equal to search Twitter. So we have designed one box, input box. It will come where it will come. Yeah, here it has been came. So let's move it a little bit bottom. So there is nothing but I will try to give empty-4 for this one only. We'll try to give it empty-4. I will give. Now if I try to see, yeah, a little bit down it is there. So we can do, if you want, you can design it by using this border radius, but that is out of scope. So let's try to design this cell. So this box, let's try to design it so that we can have one thing. So now here I can use another one is div happening box. What's happening only, right? Let's try to give it as happening box. I'll try to give this name, and I will give something around empty-5. Okay, and here in this one I will take one div and I will do one h5 h3 or something like this. Okay, what's happening? So here we'll be having what's happening. Now let's see the output, how it is coming. What's happening? Okay, we'll try to maintain that one, or otherwise you can decrease the font size. We have this one, right, for -3, so we can use this font size. And another one comes is the, let's try to see the design output. Okay, actually these are this is so this is zoom in, so that is the reason we are getting the weird output. Now okay, what's happening, it is there. And in this what's happening, we are having again these things, something like one small text and one big text is there. Two texts are there. To the right side align, there is one, what I can say, image. So let's try to design this part. So here I can do one thing. What I can do is I can take one row. Okay. First one is the text, right? So it is taking somewhat around call mod 9. So let's make it as call 9. So remaining is nothing but what I can say is, so remaining thing is image. I can take the three parts of total thing. So first in this one, I will take one small text is there, right? So let's try to keep it as text or something like this. Okay. And here one first one is, you will be having small text. So one small text is there. What is the text? We are able to see it. Something business and finance or so, anything is there, business and finance level. So let's try to copy this one and I'm pasting it here. And another one what I can have is one div is finished, right? To minify this one, yeah, one div is finished. And another one we can have a strong tag inside this one, and let's try to copy those things also. Hey, all the time it is going changing. Okay, let's try to paste it one item. Yeah. And I will, another one is in this one, so at the bottom you are having promoted by, these all things we are having. Okay, let's try to copy this one and let's try to maintain that one also. What problem is there? So here div class is equal to fs-6. So I'm taking the least size. That's it. We can have this one. And in the call mod 3 you can have an image in a such a way that img src is equal to https place kitten. Okay, placekitten.com/ I will take 600 by 300 or anything, so whatever the image size. So let's take it as fluid image. Okay, so that it will be responsive. Now let's try to see the output. How is our output? Yeah, somewhat fine. So these are colors, grayish colors, and these all are there, but we have maintained somewhat. If you want to make it center, we know that for making it center we have this option in a such a way that we can use this enter text, right? So this enter column, right? So you can use something like the -flex and align items center, but this one is fine, I think. This one is fine. Okay, this one is center, not center, this one. Okay, we are having one text. Ooh. Okay, this one is different and this one is different, right? So we can apply this align item center to the top of this row. Okay, let's try to see the output. Yeah, if you want to make it center, you can make it center. I don't know, this one is at the top only, I think top only it is there, but image is vertically stretched. Something it is around 300 by what 600 or like this it is there. Okay, that depends on the image. Oh, this is very big. Let's make it as 400 by 200, anything it is. Don't make it is complicated. This is one image. So if you try to what I can say is, so this is total row, right? I will try to replicate some of the things here down. Let's see how these are coming. So one by one it will come. Now the design what it is having is, we are having some grayish color background. Let's try to apply this grayish color background in the happening. What is this one? Happening box, right? Let's try to take this happening box background color. I will apply something like #ef. Okay, so these are somewhat grayish color. If we try to see, it will be little bit darkish grayish. Yeah, fine. So now I want to have some padding between those guys. So now what I can do is, for in this happening box I can use something like p-3. So top, bottom, left and right I want to apply. Yeah, somewhat fine. And for each one it should have some gap. If you want you can keep the gap. So this is the thing we are having, right? my-2, and I can apply the same thing for this one also, my-2. So these all will be looped actually in the backend thing, but here we are doing statically, or otherwise we can increase some more also. my-4. Okay, yeah, so this is the happening box. And if you want you can also add the border radius. So border radius, so it is around 30 pixel or something like this. If I try to give it, so it's very big, so 20 pixel. Let's try to make it. Okay, so this is the border box, and here also we are having some curvy, but the color is very light. So this thing, so who to follow, these all things I will leave it. So we have designed this at the top, at the left side also we have designed this one. So tweets are there, and tweets are little bit, I think so here. Now let's try to make it little bit bigger. Okay, now if I try to make it, this one is not, yeah. So if I try to make it little bit bigger, so around 1200 pixels, so that means excel size. Let's assume excel size, they have their own breakpoints. So let's assume at excel size, so these all we are getting it as home, click, explore, notifications, these all things. Let's try to add those things also. Now we are having here in our column 2 call lg1 hours. Let's try to see how it is looking. Oh, I forgot, ours is this one, right? Now I want to expand this size. Now I want to expand this size to in such a way that it should be around how much it should be. Let's take it as call -excel-2. Okay, so excel size, right? So I am taking it as excel-2, and in this one lg7 I will take call -excel-6. Let's assume how much it will look like. 6, 7, 8, it will be call -lg-4 only. Let's keep it like that only. So from lg onwards 4 it will be there, means so there is no need to implement. Yeah, we got some pretty gap here. Now we want to add home and all those things. So let's try to add it in this one. Text-primary, I will leave it like this only. Here I will try to add what I want to add. So home, these all things are there, right? I will take one span tag. Okay, and I will try to use the class of fs-4. So fs-4 I can do, let's try to see it home. I will try to do some home, and here I will have some this, what is this one, search, right? Search I will use. And another one is we are having notifications. So this one is notification. So don't think that I am not seeing this output, I am able to understand it. So here these all things are there, right? I'm thinking and I'm doing. So envelope means, so this one is message, and bookmark means here you will be having bookmark only directly. I can use this bookmark, and here I will be using, I don't know what is this one, list. Okay, so list, I can use this list, and last one you'll be having profile. Let's try to see the output, how it will look like. I don't know how this one will look like. Here this output is somewhat fine. Our output is okay, but these are coming left side, left, right aligned. So these are all actually left aligned. So what is the problem we are getting? So here we have used this end, right? So now we can use something like align items when you are getting excel, it should be start. From excel screen now it should be start. Yeah. Now these are fine. This is also fine, but the font sizes are very big. That icons are very big actually. Let's try to decrease these icons. It's looking very big. S-2 will become more big, right? Will look for some of the items you will say, and oh, it's very very big. I don't want to change it. So if you want, we can decrease it to 4. So this font size and everything should look same. I think fs-4 we all the things we have used. So we try to maintain consistency. Why? Because so if you use this fs-4 anywhere we can use it. Yeah, somewhat better. And if you want, you can add some margin and all those things. It's not a problem. Now here we got somewhat, and if we try to see the output, so fine. Here tweets is also fine, and this what's happening box is also fine. So looking fine only. And let's try to go a little bit bigger, and here if I try to see it, so we are getting a gap in a such a way that they are getting okay from here onwards. So it is fixed. So much of gap is there. So what I can do here, so this one is not looking fine. So this one is around, what is the pixel of size of this one, 1700. So for this one what I want to do is for container fluid, right? So I want to maintain up to excel only container fluid. From xxl onwards it should be something like this. Yeah, so somewhat we have achieved it. So now if I try to make it bigger, yeah, it's fine. So I can, yeah, this one is also should not rotate, I think, I don't know. So yeah, this is also fixed. So if you want this one also, you can make it something, what I can say, happening box is there, right? So happening box, we can make this all happening box. Where is this happening box? Where it has been went? Yeah, this happening box. This search Twitter. Okay, from entire thing. So this is all the entire div. I will take this entire div, paste it entire here, and I will try to make it as class is equal to position sticky, position hyphen sticky. Okay, let's try to make it style here only. So instead of going there and writing, so it should be all time fixed one, right? Yeah. So now these both are fixed and this middle one is rotating. So this is fine. So here also this is fine. Let's go back to mobile again. Let's try to see how the mobile is any started. Hey, this is not our thing. This is ours. So let's try to decrease it. Everything got screwed. Here again we need to check. So now here, so we don't want this what I can say, this text to be appeared in the mobile, but only in the desktop mode it had to appear. So what I can do here, so let's go to these guys. So where is that one? So home thing, right? It should default, it should not appear. Okay, d-hyphen none means it will not appear. And when it should appear from Excel screen onwards. So it should be something like inline. These are inline, right? So from Excel screen onwards it should appear. So the same thing you can apply it to here for this one also, right? Yeah. So for this one also I can do it. What I am trying to do is, so default you don't want to appear, but from Excel screen onwards, so you have to appear. I am trying. So now if I try to see the same previous output, we have got it. If I try to see the bottom, this happening box is also there. So this one also it should not appear. So this happening box is, this one is there, right? So what I want to tell this one exactly is this one, right? So you don't appear, normally you don't appear. So when you want to appear, so you need to appear at LG. This one is from, has to appear from LG onwards. Okay, so this one has to appear from LG hyphen block. So this one is block. Okay, if you want to maintain this MT4, we have maintained already in this MT4, right? Hey, why I am using for this one or what? No, sorry, for this one we need to use it. So this one, right, happening box. These things I need to do it. None. Okay, so this one is tweet box. So this has to appear all the time. So this one is the happening box. Okay, and this one is the tweet box, and these are left navigation part. So now if you try to see at the bottom, this has gone. So now we are able to see the output. Now if I try to move it little bit, so immediately this has to up to here also. So for these guys also it's not there, happening box is not there. Okay, so if you want we can decrease that. Now we got the happening box, and here they didn't, so little bit of things they need to get it. They got the happening box here. So we got the happening box in the same scenario, and these things also they are not having. And if I go little bit like this, so we got this home, search icon, these all things, and these guys, so somewhat they need to increase, I think. Yeah, they got these home icons and all those things. And here also we got these home icons. If you want, we can make it, these all alignment center, these all things we can make it. And we are having at the center these tweets also. So if you want, we can decrease these all things also. For example, let's say that we are using this call to, right? So we can use this one for the Excel screen. We can use call hyphen Excel hyphen 1. So in order to display only one size, so that it will come little bit nearer. So we can use for these things also inside these tweets. Home strong inside this tweet. So we are using call to. So from when it comes to Excel onwards, it should be 1. And here when it comes from Excel onwards, it should be 11. In the same scenario for this one also, we can use this one call to. When it is in the Excel, it should be 1. So this depends on this one. When you are seeing here, when it comes to Excel hyphen, it should be 11. Let's try to see it. One is still LG only, I think. Let's try to make it as LG. Okay, LG. Is this tweet guy? Okay. LG. I change it for only one tweet. Let's try to see whether one tweet will apply or still refresh it. Still this is not applying. Why? What happened? All hyphen 2. Why? Okay, for this one I have applied. See, in between this one I have applied. And for this one it is fine. For the first tweet I am checking. So for the middle tweet I have changed it. But let's try to change it for the upper tweet also. I am trying to do it For LG, actually it should be for Excel only. So we have checked it for that one. Because of that reason we have got it. So now here I can use it for the 11. I think in the LG screen it will screw away. So here this is somewhat fine. Now if I go inside this one, so this is also fine. Here if you want you can also decrease for in this small screen also. So here you can decrease for this from SM onwards you can take it as 11. I can remove this one all, and here also from SM onwards you can take it as in very small sizes it should be 2, and here onwards it should be, yeah, here it is somewhat it is like this. Only for the first tweet I have changed it. For the second tweet the gap is more. For here it is somewhat nice. And if I come here, hey, it is gone. Yeah. So here, so we are able to see this what's happening box, and this what's happening box is also there. And if I try to enlarge it, so here we are having this text, and here also we are having some basic Twitter thing we have used. Now what we have did is using these bootstrap classes, every bootstrap classes. Now I have used only 3 of the things. Okay, only 3 selectors I have used it, but I have what I did is the major part. What is the layout decision, the where what has to appear, what has to not appear. These all things has been done. Okay, these all things. So if you try to see, everything is fine. So what are the things I want to appear, what are the things I don't want to appear. So everything I have did using the bootstrap classes without writing single CSS code or media queries and all those things. Now comes the second iterate, that is nothing but so making the bold and hovering. These all things we need to do it. So most of the time we use the bootstrap classes, or otherwise we need to use our project defined colors and all those things we need to do it. Now I have used some thick dark color, right? So if you want to use it here, you can use the light color, and you can make this curvy border, and you can remove these border things, and you can use this text box, and you can use the placeholder, and down you can add these icons, tweet button. These all things you can do it. Okay, but you need to understand the layout. So how I have designed the layout for this one in all the resolutions. Okay, in all the resolutions it is working fine. So this is the thing you need to understand it. Okay, so do you people understand this layout thing? So how I have did using the bootstrap. So call Excel and these all combinations, how I have used it and how I have developed these all things. So you need to understand it. So yeah, patience will be required. So actually the patience, you need to have the patience for this one designing. So then only you can achieve it. So lot of modifications is required. So but within 1 hour time span, right? We have did somewhat the basic layout of this Twitter. That is the thing you need to understand it. Okay. So next on going on, we can do some modifications, and we can shape it out like a Twitter thing. So it will not go in a one day. Okay. So everything we cannot achieve it in one day. So going on designing thing means today we will do one phase, and tomorrow when we see our own design only, so we some changes will be required. So we will thinking that some changes are required. Again we will do the changes, and we'll think that everything is correct. But the next other day when we come means, again the changes will be able to see. So that is the layout design. So nobody will be satisfied with the design. Actually, one thing what I can say in the real time is, so one thing what I can say is everyone will tell you the changes. Okay, why? Because so the visual appearance, right? Everyone can comment on the changes. Okay, can comment on the design. So but they don't know how hard it is for the designing thing. But everyone can. Why? Because so it will be visible to the user. He will tell somebody will tell that this message thing is fine. It's looking fine. But when another guy tell that, why can't you decrease this font size? They'll say that one. So if I decrease this font size, again somebody will tell that still decrease the font size or still increase the font size, they'll say. So they will be never satisfied will be the design. That is the thing it will happen. But you need to understand the layout. So we have designed this layout, right? So the design layout we need to understand. So any doubts is there in this bootstrap thing? So layout, columns, layout and all those things. So fine, right?